You have to get rich. This is coming from a person that had absolutely nothing. I know what it feels like to get money, to lose money, and then get money again. I'm the guy that lost everything and moved into my mom's basement. I lost everything and moved into my mom's basement. I know what it feels like to lose everything. I know what it feels like to be broke. I know what it feels like to be in the hood. I know what it feels like to have a crack house across the street. You're not talking to somebody that just came from a space where I always had. I know what it feels like to not be able to go and buy my daughter what I need her to have. I know what it feels like to worry about my daughter possibly having to take out a student loan when she get older because you don't have her college fund funded. I know what it feels like to have to budget around or make a decision based off of what your boss tell you. It's a difference. I know what it feels like to buy your time back. You have to get rich. But I need y'all to understand something. It is so important for you to get your bag up and for you to get rich. Listen, I know that I say a lot of stuff with regard to, hey, you know, it's not all the way about the money. It's about finding your purpose. It's about doing what you're supposed to do. And then everything else come along with that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. You know, they say that, oh, rich money don't buy happiness. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I know more people that got money that's happy. See, listen, when you get money and then you find yourself in a negative space, because money doesn't necessarily make you a better person, but it gives you more options, right? You want the options, though. The difficult part about having these conversations with people that are dusty, or they continue to live in this mindset that they can't get to the bag, or they always mad at somebody else for winning, or, you know, all of that type of stuff. They are truly disgusted with themselves on the inside. And just because they haven't killed themselves yet, don't mean that they're happy. Like, how do you measure happiness? I can change the weather. I can change the country. I can change my place. I can change my cars. I can change my seats on the freaking floor of the Pistons game or whatever. I can go to the Miami game tomorrow. Right? Like, you got to do your push-ups or your pull-ups on the street light, on the street pole. I can go get 13 personal trainers, nutritionists, everything. I'm telling you that it's different on this side. If you see people that continue to tell you that money don't mean nothing or money don't make you happy, start to look at them a little bit crooked, because it's a bold-faced lie and it's an excuse as to why they can't be whatever it is that they want to be. In less than a year, I'll have a completely different body. I have the access to do what I want to do. My wife hasn't worked a regular job in over 13 years. If you're telling me that money don't mean nothing, you are a bald-faced liar. It has been the way that we have been measured in society, especially as men. And the problem in society today is that it's no rites of passage, right? Because of all of the technological advances, because we've civilized society, because everything is kumbaya and all of this other type of stuff now, they hiding from you the idea behind there's a difference between men that win and men that don't. Now, there are levels, right? And there's more levels that I got to climb to and things that I got to do. But let's be clear. Let's be absolutely clear. There is a difference between a person that have and a person that have not. If you're telling me that money don't mean nothing, try talking to two people that live in the cold every day. I ain't talking about the cold in the winter. I'm talking about the cold like your heat is cut off every month. Try talking to people that go and get payday loans every month and tell me how happy they are. Tell me how phenomenal their Thanksgiving is going to be when they kids got to go to school with the same shoes on. Leslie get a different pair of Dunks every freaking week. Why? Because I can. Not because she has to have it, and she don't even care nothing about it. She value things differently. She look at things differently. I'm going to release, when I drop my video from my other channel today, I'm going to show you. Leslie had on about $450 worth of clothes, and she looked like a bum. Money fixes things. It does not make you a better person, but it certainly fixes things. When I was sitting there with that stupid cough yesterday, that I've been fighting with over the past month, and I was just sitting on a live stream and I'm talking to Rita, and Rita's sitting there on her MacBook, and I said, yo, we need to get the piss out of here. I need a reset. I haven't been out of town in a while, whatever, so on and so forth. Let's book a flight now. She goes on, she books a flight. I don't even pack clothes. I buy stuff when I get here. I don't care about no car. I'm not worried about how I'm going to get to and from the airport. I don't care about no rental. I don't care about none of that. I don't worry. I don't have the same problems that other people have. You know what I'm saying? My biggest problem financially is trying to figure out how much money I can keep from the IRS. Your biggest problem financially is trying to figure out how to pay your bills with money, with the time that you're trading in for your money. This right here, I'm out here vlogging. I got business meetings out here. We going to look at real estate tomorrow. You know what that means? Let me tell you what it means. For my Patreon members, let me tell you what it means. It means that when you go out of town, you got to pay for it out of your own pocket. When I go out of town, the entire thing is a business expense. The people that rock with me, when I believe in their ideas, I don't just sit here and say, yeah, you can do it, and give them a motivational speech. You know what I do? I say, all right, give me a second. Give me a couple days. I'm going to wire some money from here, and then I'm going to send it over to you to help fund your business. That's what money does. Money changes the narrative, and I'm just telling y'all, you got to get rich. You have to get rich. This is coming from a person that had absolutely nothing. I know what it feels like to get money, to lose money, and then get money again. I'm the guy that lost everything and moved into my mom's basement. I lost everything and moved into my mom's basement. I know what it feels like to lose everything. I know what it feels like to be broke. I know what it feels like to be in the hood. I know what it feels like to have a crack house across the street. You're not talking to somebody that just came from a space where I always had. I know what it feels like to not be able to go and buy my daughter what I need her to have. I know what it feels like to worry about my daughter possibly having to take out a student loan when she get older because you don't have her college fund funded. I know what it feels like to have to budget around or make a decision based off of what your boss tell you. It's a difference. I know what it feels like to buy your time back. You have to get rich. You have to get rich. I'm not even 40. I don't have to work another day in my life. I was having a conversation the other day telling people about how I'm not sure if it's worth my time or worth the bonuses and the compensation that come along with staying long enough to actually go back into the office. I don't want to do hybrid going in 2 days a week. Guess what? I have the option to do so. You know what's so funny? Let me tell you one more thing, and then we're going to really get into the show. Let me tell you one more thing. Rich or nothing. You go all in or nothing. All in or nothing. Let me tell you something. When I got this executive corporate job, I maxed out at 60%. 60% towards my Roth 401k, right? The other part of my direct deposit, the rest of it, went into my daughter's brokerage account. The rest of my direct deposit went into my daughter's brokerage account. I showed her honest to God, on my dead father's grave, I put it on my daughter's life. I was going over, me and Leslie and Rita, we went to breakfast last night once we landed here in Miami. We went to breakfast last night, so we had breakfast, right? And I was going over my daughter's portfolio with her, and I was, re-strategizing how it is that she needs to save the money that she get from her allowance, because her direct deposit from my check hit her account yesterday, since today is Veterans Day. Today is a banking holiday, right? So my direct deposit hit her account yesterday. and I force her to manage the money effectively, right? So check this out. So I'm showing her account, and I'm showing her brokerage, and I'm asking her what it is that she's researched in order for her to make more informed decisions from a financial perspective. What does she want to invest in? She has Nike, she got Rocket Mortgage, she has a couple banking stocks, she has Apple, she has Microsoft. She got a lot of dope. Really, her portfolio is awesome. Never sold one stock, right? Check it out. Check it out. She says, Dad, I got all this money in my account, 13 years old. She said, what am I going to do with it? My daughter's problems are different. She's asking me, what is she going to do with all of this freaking money that she already got? She said, Dad, I got all of this money. What am I going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? I said, what you mean, Leslie? I said, the goal was just to get richer. It's just to put points on the board. I changed the trajectory of my family's lineage. My daughter was looking at her portfolio and trying to assess what she would do with the money once she grew up. She said, I don't know what to do with it. She said, should I use it for college? I said, Leslie, your college is already funded. Granted that you go into a field that actually makes sense. It's a different dynamic. It's a different conversation, y'all.